Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to February 20th, 2026. I'm going to take you through the little ritual I do before I do the readings. This is before I do my morning meditation, have my coffee, which today is in a protein shake format, um, and so forth. I do all my personal stuff for my spiritual growth and everything after I convene with you. I made a post in the community. Today is the great reset. Saturn meeting Neptune at the 0 point of Aries. You can go read about it. I covered a few things in that post. And let me share the ritual I do with you. I've shared some of this before, but I've laid out everything that I typically use. And we're just gonna go through it. So we're gonna start with this amazing stuff. Now, this actually, I've poured some other um, spiritual sprays that I had from Color Energy in the past, so you can hear the crystals. But there is sage and cedar and sweetgrass and just amazing. You can get this on Amazon, by the way. It's like 20 bucks for this bottle, which is like a really good price. So there, if you can see it. So, cleansed the aura. This I also got on Amazon. This Dragon's Blood resin spray is about the sage cleans, this raises the vibration. And this is Aroma Fume, which happens to be a Canadian company. That other one I believe is an American company. But still, for 20 bucks it's not a bad thing. I haven't got a lot of the Aroma Fume ones. I've gotten the two I really love. I got the Dragon's Blood and the Palo Santo. So now that my energy is clear, this is the Magenta Chakra Light. This is about cosmic energies. I do actually have a Google Doc I created so that I could talk to people about this. The people I live with in the house who are into this, but I don't really have anybody in the house that's into this anymore, so they moved out. But I'll share it with you sometime as to the different ones I have, and I'll include a link to Color Energy. Eventually, as I grow my business, I am hoping to brand a lot of their products with the Infinite Spark Collective. By the way, welcome to the Infinite Spark Collective. I'm Kimberley, your coach, your guide, your mentor, doing this all in real time. As I learn things, I share it with you. As I experience things, I share them with you. They tend to come out in my readings because I have noticed a lot of times the readings I do, all of a sudden it resonates with what I'm going through. So this is pink. Pink is about unconditional love, but it's also about your life purpose. And when you use roll-ons, as you can see me doing here, you roll them on, and then what you do is you just move them all over your aura. This is the pink energy blend. 1, 2, 3. may not be able to see this, so let me see if I can move it closer if the camera will focus. I radiate love. It is also about your life's purpose. It also connects to the energy of the heart. Friday, in the color energy world, Color Energy Corporation, where I worked for them, Friday was all about the heart and unconditional love. So we also have this. And as I said before, when you spray, when you shake the sprays, you create a piezoelectric charge which essentially electrifies the um, energies and the frequencies in the essential oils. Now, it's also green, as I mentioned. So while we're doing all this, let me just pull up, if I can find it, the green energies as well, and we'll just do that for the day. This is in the Color Your Mood blends. This is soul purpose. My soul purpose is also to be a coach. It always has been. And the Great Reset is a big thing for me. If you want to find out how the Great Reset in that post is going to affect you, if you know your full birthday, the time you were born, figure out your rising sign, just Google it, go to AI, go to Gemini AI, and it will tell you how the Great Reset is meant for you according to your birth date information. Okay. This I'm going to save for later. This is the turquoise blend. And the turquoise energy and frequency is multi-purpose. It's the higher heart, the thymus chakra. So it's about healing the bridge between the heart and the throat. The essential oil blend, the energy blend, the color chakra blend for turquoise is I have faith. I don't mean faith in the sense of faith in God, although you could apply it accordingly that way. Um, it's faith and trust that the universe has your back. It's faith and trust in yourself. There is also a Color Your Mood one. You saw it rub me on my thymus, saw me rub it on my thymus chakra, metamorphosis, which is primordial for this time because we have just started in the Great Reset a new 36-year-old cycle, a 36-year cycle of transformation. Um, Green is about love. Green is about prosperity. Green energy is about a number of things. Let me just, I've actually got it printed but here. So So I'm going to read you a couple things based on the ones I've used. And I've got a list of everything I have here. Green, to harmonize your heart center, connect you to divine love, unifies you with your body to aid in the expression of self-love. The most important factor in self-healing is to love yourself. If you don't care for yourself, you and your body will be separated. One thing that I have learned is when you're going through things emotionally, mentally, you're caught up in the matrix and you're letting all of that affect you. If you pull it in and you hold it in, what ends up happening is if you don't deal with it, if you don't integrate it, if you don't purge it, if you don't do your shadow work, your all of it, and of course, obviously, that's a continuous process. It's not like a one and done thing, right? Um, but you also don't have to be doing healing every day. You don't have to be doing studying and working through all this stuff every day either. You got to allow yourself to have a little fun and stuff, right? But eventually, this stuff gets harbored in your body. It can show up as a cold, as allergies, body pain in various parts of the body, in your organs, general dysfunction, exhaustion, issues with food and digestion. It can be anything. This is meant to that chakra light essence meant to give you better overall balance and integration of other energies. The pink essence connects you to your life purpose. You saw me use that before. Opens you to the understanding of your life's purpose. Increases your perception of astral level experiences. Helps you assess your own progress to dissolve the ego barrier and understand your true identity, which is the I am. Assists in achieving greater attunement. And I notice when I use these, regardless of the color of the day or when I just use the others, I really tap in when I do the readings, and that if you've watched any of my recent readings, you'll see it. And I'll get to the Frequency Directive shortly, but I wanted to share this with you because it's important. If you would like to look into the products, and they do ship to Canada and the US, and if you have your own business, you can sell them. They even also have a class on how you can uh, make money. Now, of course, you have to be willing to come to Vancouver for it. I'm going to take it eventually as I launch my business because I might be able to offer some of these products, not to clients, but um, to people who are interested in a general perspective of using things like this for spiritual work. The magenta essence that I used brings you in contact with the universal energy, which is far beyond the earthly plane, provides deeper self-confidence through self-identity, opens you up to channeling, creates a willingness for you to serve in altruistic ways. And what am I doing here with you? Right? The turquoise essence that I just used connects your body and mind to their spiritual needs, helps you to understand that your body and mind must be in balance and harmony so that you can um, reveal your spirit and be connected to it. Supports you to overcome any negative or depressive thoughts so that you can access the forces of nature and all its intent for all sentient beings. I don't like to call it as overcome. It's about integrating. So now we have the silver essence. This is the energy of the goddess, the divine feminine. Connects your body to the passive yin principle of creation. enables you to get in contact with your intuitive feminine energy. I'm actually quite strong in my divine feminine. I always have been, which is where the journey of inner union, Heroes Gamos, allows me to tap into the essence of my divine masculine. And I do that when I sit and plan out my business, when I sit and plan out and write my ebooks and posts and everything for you, right? Silver is the fastest energy of the universe connected your mind with your spirit. You'll experience the speed of thought. I notice that when I use it, yeah, I'm tapped in. Serves all creative actions and gives you a feeling of freedom. And I admit, I do feel that. This is the gold essence. It connects you to the yang principle or the divine masculine, the dynamic nature forces. It brings you in contact with your masculine energy, the father in you, the God in you. The silver energy brings you in connection to the goddess in you, and we all have it. Anima, divine feminine. Animus, divine masculine. Makes it easier for you to use your own masculine energy and understand the law of duality. Helps you to get in contact with the powerful force that is the divine masculine and access the knowledge that which unites your body with that force. And today is the green energy. And I actually have it over here. The crystal light spiritual sprays and the chakra blends. The heart chakra spray. And I attract prosperity, but it's about more than that. Using this loving spiritual spray to connect to the divine love and light. The heart chakra is the center that unites the lower aspects of our being. This would be your lower three chakras, the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, through the heart, through to the higher, so your throat, third eye, crown. And that magenta essence also connects you to your soul star chakra. You can read more about that if you Google it, or eventually I'll teach you about it. But this helps you release guilt, resentment, blame, jealousy, etc. So excuse me while I remove my glasses, because I hate getting stuff like this on my glasses, because that means I have to clean my glasses so much. And I don't like cleaning my glasses all the time. It's kind of a pain. So I believe I already put this on, but that's okay. And every day I may very well go through and tell you what I'm using that day. All the general ones and what color it is that day. Because I do readings for you every day. And I'm actually going to do the Frequency Directive shortly after this, and then put it on YouTube for you. And then I'm going to do the other one, which I'm actually going to do the soul and the heart of the divine collective and pick up on the energies. The Great Reset is what I felt I needed to do that today. So the green chakra blend, a deep cleansing fusion for balancing the heart chakra. The mixture was created to help stabilize your emotions, connects you to compassion and self-love, and is also excellent for relaxing the muscles because there is eucalyptus, cedarwood, and pine. It's honestly, I love the smell of some of these blends. Some of them are just amazing. Some of them They're not my favorite, but I like them. But I do like most of them. Um, so you could use the chakra blend and the spiritual spray and the chakra light essence if you happen to have a cold. Um, Also the turquoise ones and the blue ones as well. All of that when you have a cold. Um, so that's those. And now we have what I'm going to seal my aura in before I do my reading for you and my readings. And I won't do this again for the rest of the day. I will use other ones. So this particular one, this divine light that you're seeing here, it's part of the karma sprays. And I'll go through this one day about using them on how to help clear the energy of karmic ties and such. Now, as I've told you before, I am a twin flame. Those of you who are twin flames know you cannot cut the soul cord, the soul coded connection to your twin flame, but you can cut the cords from your past lives that you're repeating in this life. And you can cut ties with any other person or connection. You don't even have to call it karmic, but you can use it for that. Okay? That reminds me. This is the purpose spray. You own your own power. It unbinds your own karmic influences and ties. And the Great Reset, I reset myself. It allows you to support your life's purpose by clearing the doors or by clearing the way so that the doors can open. It clears blocks that are interfering with your life's purpose. As I said, I'll upload this. I don't have I can send you the links for the different products. I'll just send you the Color Energy shop link because on each page about each product, it talks about them all. You just have to click the links to read them. This is also in the Karmic line. Those two can be used at any time. It attunes you to your spiritual light, to your connection with God. Now this I also have, the Guardian Angel Spray. And when I run out, I will just use what I have before I buy more. I do have some others under my desk, but I don't have all of them. I usually like to stock up, but I want to use up what I have before I buy any more. So there, I have enhanced my spiritual attunement. And now we're gonna seal up. I already used the Guardian Angel. It connects you and allows you to have comfort, and allows your helpers to assist and support you, and they always help me in the readings. The unconditional love helps you build your self-confidence and nurtures a good relationship with yourself. Now, this spray is also part of the Crystal Light Spiritual Sprays. It is the White Light Spray. It also contains a touch of the Aura Cleanser, but I always use this at night. And that's really what it does. It fluffs up your aura. It clears out all the stuff you've dragged with you throughout the day. Your thoughts, your interactions with other people, situations, etc. Helps you purge. But this contains a little of that. Basically, it's the rainbow in a bottle. It was made to raise your personal vibration, balancing all of your chakras simultaneously and in a safe manner. It clears your energy and helps you transform your life. It also is meant to raise your vibration for abundance and everything, really. So, thank you for joining me for that little ritual. Now, I normally say in the Frequency Directive, I tend to draw one card. Today, I was drawn to do two. So we're going to do it thusly. We're going to start with the Kuan Yin Oracle, being that Friday is the day of Freya. How appropriate that I was pushed to choose the runic oracle of the Norse, of the Vikings, but we'll get to that shortly. This is also another Alana Fairchild deck, so the meanings will be quite long, but let's see what the Divine Feminine has to offer us today. And this is going to be a much longer reading than I usually do for the Frequency Directive, but I wanted to bring you through my little ritual, pre-reading ritual for you so that you could see what I do every day and why sometimes my insight is as it is. Okay. I'm not flipping the card over yet because I am going to also, and I haven't used these yet, I'm going to shuffle the Runic Oracle as well and draw one card and read from its book as well. Oh, these shuffle nice. Oh, I like these. So I hope you're having a great day. I really do. And while we're shuffling, I'm going to ask you, please like this video. Please subscribe. Share the videos with... Ooh, there was two stuck there, so I guess I gotta do two. Please share, because this will be on my daily readings playlist for my channel. So please share these readings. Share them individually or what you feel you need to. So, how friggin' appropriate is this? The Great Reset, when you see the post, you'll see the pictures I included right here. She has got a message for us. Mother Fierce. Wow. That, that, what card number is this? 18. Mother Fierce is your guardian. Nothing can penetrate the passionate fire of her fearless love. Your safety is assured. In the midst of any apparent challenges or threats, no matter how frightening it may seem, and no matter how insecure you might feel about taking a step on your spiritual path into more power, know that you are safe, you are protected, and you are loved. Beloved, you have been growing spiritually and somehow, and sometimes, a lot of times, that's my addition, this evokes responses from others. They may be loving and affirming, encouraging and validating, and many will choose to be inspired by your growth. Sometimes, however, lower vibrational responses will arise, which might be fearful, insecure, jealous, or angry. These responses arise so that they can be healed and integrated. The healing for you is in how you choose to allow yourself to shine and not be diminished by the healing process of another. On the post I made about the Great Reset, I made a post there about not dimming your light for others. The time for that, of dimming yourself for others, stops now. That includes me. For the other people, their healing is their journey. Their integration is their journey. And you have offered them a great service by being their mirror, by being the light that is so bright that they cannot help but react within. That's not in the book. I'm just reading this because um, I'm being told, especially for twin flames, if your partner, especially if you're in separation, and I'm going to admit that I am in separation, this is why I'm teaching you not how to get into union, but how to unite with yourself, how to integrate, how to heal, how to move through all the crap you're going through and become who you're meant to be, physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally integrated, so that you create the best life and you can forge forward through your dreams. Know that you don't need to be afraid, nor do you hold yourself back out of fear. You don't need to anymore. There's nothing that escapes the notice of the beloved mother. As a divine mother of fierce compassion, Kuan Yin protects, and she sees all, she knows all, she blesses all. She can lift you beyond fear and threat into a place of unity with divine love that secures you against any would-be threat of any kind and delivers you inner peace. For you to benefit from her protection, you need to trust her light and realize she's shining through you and your own inner light. She and you are one in truth, and from this perspective, you can realize you have the right to set boundaries and say no to any energy of fear or doubt that seeks to cause you harm or try to set you back into old patterns. Harm comes from a lower vibration, and it does not need to be fearful, but it does need to be responded to with assertiveness, not aggressiveness, assertiveness, and firm boundaries, but compassion. Kuan Yin now helps you retain your inner peace in the fact of any lower vibrational energy so that you can be kind and accepting of the divine essence in all of existence, no matter how heavily veiled the divinity appears to be. And yet, also remain assertive that only unconditional loving vibrations are welcome in your energy field. Sit comfortably and say aloud or in your head, I call upon the unconditional love and the divine presence of Kuan Yin as the fierce mother now. Perceive and intend that there's a huge ring of fire, which is a beautiful goddess seated in a meditative pose. Look at the picture. That is her. She sees all and she protects all. Imagine that her heart chakra burns with peaceful fire in the center of her being. Feel the peace. Say aloud, I surrender into the heart and light and protection of the Divine Mother, fierce with love and compassion. No harm can penetrate her peace. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. You may want to do that meditation today if you haven't done it already. A prayer for the Fierce Mother. Take me into your heart, beloved Kuan Yin, fierce with love, where the pure fire of peace burns eternally. May I be blessed with peace and protection now and always. May I feel the loving protection of the consciousness of your consciousness of my own heart. Om Shanti, beloved. Om Mani Padme Hum. Now, these cards were stuck together. This was the top one. Oh, we have Urus, strength, power, endurance, personal responsibility, the Great Reset. You're being called into your purpose. If you don't know what it is, time for you to start figuring it out. Doesn't mean you have to be a spiritual coach like me, or talk about twin flames, or teach about inner union, or any of that. Your purpose could be anything. However, purpose means you're a service to others, however that is. Could be working at Burger King for all you know. Could be being a janitor. It could be being a nurse. It could be whatever is a being of service. That is what you need to work on. And Fehu is abundance, fire, resources. Remember the card? The Divine Mother, the fire. Let's go through this. I believe this is card 2. Yes. Strength, power, endurance, personal responsibility. The gift is primal energy, so the energy of the earth. The challenge is physical weakness. Where is the power and strength in your life? Your affirmation is, I can safely be strong and powerful. Uruz is the power, the raw strength of the universe. During Viking times, the most powerful thing you could meet in the woods was not a bear or a wolf, but an aurochs. The aurochs was a gigantic ox with massive horns that could gut a person and swing them around its mighty head. It was the bison's great-great-great-great granddaddy. You've seen how big bison and buffalo are, right? They are pale reflections to their ancestor grandpapa. Looking at the rune, it's kind of an auroch shape with high shoulders and a sloped back. This rune is drawn to power energies, kind of like Jim Bros watching you uh, perform a deadlift. When you draw this card, that type of energy is around you. Look to where your strength and power are exhibited in your world and in your question. This is where the space is for you to act with power and strength. Not just muscle strength, however, strength of will, character. The list is endless. You know your strengths. Like the aurochs, Uruz brings strength and power, and this energy is big, strong, and mobile. Like a big earth mover, it produces a resonance that fits with this vibration. Uruz has a wild and untamed energy. Feel into where that lack of submitting to authority may help with your question. And Fehu is number 1. Abundance, fire, resources. And it is the card of Freya. And today is Friday. The gift is abundance. And abundance is not just money. It's an abundance of everything. It is a frequency. Pay attention. The challenge is lack. What action can I take to increase my abundance? Affirmation flows through my actions. When Fehu shows up in a reading or your life, Fehu is a fun energy to draw. This energy implies abundance or wealth is in the aura, although it's not yet in the tangible energy of the world. You need to take action to achieve your bounty, and there's a good chance you'll have to work for it. Fehu doesn't come to those who don't work for it. But it's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. I'm just adding that. When Fehu shows up in your reading or you pull this card, the energy of ample resources is in your aura and in the word around you. Fehu likes to flow like fire. It wants to grow like flames. As fire moves over wood or cows move through a field, this energy is seeking your resources. It is leaning into the myriad of potential that flows from plenty. The plenty coming from Fehu is not static. It's growing fat like a dragon in their lair. The plenty is more to fulfill the needs you have to service. The energy of Fehu is resonating, the energy that you are bringing right now. It is drawn to you like a lodestone. Choose your actions mindfully. Remember I said, work smarter, not harder. Remember to take time, that it's not about pushing, it's integrating. Do the wise thing, not try to do everything today. Don't try to do everything every day. I've had this come up in my own life. I was going to do the frequency directive every day and a different reading every day. And I chose to reduce that because that's not my purpose for being here. So I only do certain readings now, 3 days a week, and I'll be back with that second reading after I already have the cards pulled for the spirit and the heart of the Divine Collective. Messing about and wasting time will not serve you. Be specific, be clear, be direct. In other words, find the resources that you need to create what you want to create, to find your purpose, to be of service. And they're coming to you. You just have to be specific. You have to name it. Get yourself a notebook specifically for this. You are being told you all have a purpose here. And as I said before, you don't all have to be spiritual coaches or talk about twin flames or whatever, or even spirituality. You could be a business coach. You could be a coach to help people find their career. You could be a fitness coach. You could be a coach for mindfulness and mental health. You could be, like I said, you're being called to find your purpose. It doesn't even have to be being a coach, But essentially, we're all coaches in our own way when we talk to people about things, when we offer advice, when people come to you, even if people don't come to you. It comes up in conversations and things you say. I know this, I'm being told this. Things you say to people trigger them to do better, be better, even if they don't take action right away, but you are being told, take action. Fehu wants to bring plenty into your world, so act to let it in. You have been told. And if you honestly don't know what your purpose is, there are many resources out there on how to find your purpose. You can Google it. I mean, I'm going to help you. That's going to be part of my coaching. I mean, I have so much I want to do for you guys. Seriously. 45 minutes. I have never done a frequency directive this long, but like I said, I took you into my ritual, my pre-reading ritual. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I will post about that information uh, maybe on Sunday, because Sunday will basically be the frequency directive. So I want to thank you for joining me for the frequency directive reading today. And I'll be back in a little bit with the soul and the heart of the Divine Collective reading. Welcome to the Infinite Spark Collective. Let this be your new home. And I'll see you soon.